So this has been going on for quite a bit. People have been fan casting John Krasinski and Emily Blunt as Reed Richards and Sue Storm from the Fantastic Four. Now, this has been going on for, I want to say that at least like the last 4 or 5 years, ever since John Krasinski became an action star, since he got his role on the Amazon Prime Video, the show that he does on Amazon Prime, and I can't remember it right now. It's actually not coming to me right now. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. But if I do remember, I'll get back to it later. But the very important thing is that people want John Krasinski and Emily Blunt to be playing Reed Richards and Sue Storm respectively, and this has been going on for quite some time. It's fan casting, and I'm pretty excited to talk about it because it seems like they may be moving forward with this kind of casting. And John Krasinski himself has actually auditioned in the past for Captain America Steve Rogers, but of course lost the role to Chris Evans. And Chris Evans and John Krasinski are great friends. And I think if John Krasinski is going to get some more of a push, like if somebody were to try to convince him to take a role in the MCU, I think Chris Evans is the perfect person to do so, since they are actually close friends in real life. And I'm really hoping that this happens. I really do hope that this does come to fruition. With all that being said, I got this article here, and I just want to say welcome to the channel, guys. News to Astonish. My name is Ronnie. For those of you who are new, I see that I've gained some more subscribers. We got some new folks on my channel here. I appreciate you all for subscribing. So definitely subscribe. Plug shaming myself here a little bit. Subscribe to my channel. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. I post content on a daily, and I do live streams twice a week, Sundays and Tuesdays, 8:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, I won't be doing any live stream tomorrow, as it is Mother's Day, Dia de la Madre, tomorrow. There goes my Spanish. And, oh yeah, well, that's enough of that rambling on. Let's go ahead and talk about this article. So Fantastic Four, Emily Blunt and John Krasinski in talks for MCU, Susan and Reed Richards. And Fantastic Four's MCU cast is yet to be announced, but now a new report claims that both Emily Blunt and John Krasinski has been in talks for Sue Storm and Reed Richards for quite some time. And before being bought by Disney, Fox made 3 Fantastic Four movies that aren't exactly fondly remembered. After a couple of outings, the studio went for a dark reboot, which turned out even worse and was almighty flop. And you all remember that Four Stick movie that came out with Michael B. Jordan. He played the Human Torch, and that movie was awful. Like, you watch that movie, the lighting is horrendous. What is it with the lighting in that film? I'm sorry for throwing in this rant real quick, but I have to do it. Every single scene in that film is dark and brooding and just dull. Like is light non-existent? I'm pretty sure there was like only one scene that took place like outside. Aside from that, it was completely dark. It was unbearable to watch. And I remember Dr. Doom looking like a bag of trash, like a total trash bag with like glowing green ooze or something. It looked awful. But anyways, moving on with the article. But now that the rights are with Marvel Studios, a third incarnation of the Fantastic Four has been announced for the MCU, which could be released as early as 2023. I mean, the Fantastic Four is right now one of the next few projects that Marvel Studios is working on. And if you all caught that Marvel Studios Celebrates the Movies, Fantastic Four's banner appeared last, front and center, but last in the projects that are coming up soon in Phase 4. So that's really exciting to know. And continuing with the article here, it says casting is yet to be announced for the MCU's Fantastic Four, which will be directed by Spider-Man No Way Home's John Watts. I'm not particularly stoked about it. John Watts, for me, kind of like you can blame the writers as well, but I don't like his directing. I'm not a fan, and I had no idea who he was before he got picked to direct Spider-Man Homecoming. But maybe Fantastic Four will be his magnum opus. Like, it'll be his better film. I just hope they don't take massive liberties with the Fantastic Four. I'm sure changes are going to be coming to this film, and that's normal. But Jesus, try to keep it more accurate to the comics, for God's sakes, because Spider-Man for me was radically changed, and I'm like, I can't believe they did this. But aside from that, I love the costume design of Spider-Man, and I don't mean to throw that rant in there as well, but I just want to put it out there. Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home are decent Spider-Man movies, but they're not the best. And I can admit that, and that's coming from me as a Spider-Man fan. So I'm not a Sam Raimi shill. I love those movies as well, but like it didn't hit, like it didn't sit well with me. It missed a few of those marks, man, that I was really looking for the Spider-Man movies. But overall, they're enjoyable, but it doesn't have a lot of replay value. However, online fan casting keeps pointing to the real-life couple Emily Blunt and John Krasinski to play Susan and Reed Richards, and that's another thing. They're both a real-life couple. I mean, how much more chemistry can you get, especially when they're an actual married couple in real life? And to see them get married as Reed Richards and Sue Storm will be kind of hilarious and awesome at the same time, because the chemistry is already it already exists, and they don't need to like pretend. So that'll even make it seem more authentic. That'll make these people feel more real, I guess you could say. And now Scooper Gigosity's sources have claimed that the A Quiet Place co-stars are supposedly frontrunners for the roles. Obviously, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios would have to be a bunch of idiots if they didn't pick them. The writing's all over the wall. Come on, Kevin Feige, do your thing. Please make us proud. Like, having word on the internet, it goes to show that anything is possible when we speak our minds and just put out the word out there, just raise our voices and just put out the word. We want John Krasinski and Emily Blunt to play these characters. It'll be awesome. And their insider said of Blunt, not only is she most popular choice for Susan Richards, but she's perfect for the role. She's an outstanding actress who would bring gravitas to the role. Adding her real life spouse is icing on the cake. And I totally agree. Throw them in there. They're a real couple. I've said this before already. I got nothing else to say. And that's all I want to talk about. So what are your thoughts about John Krasinski and Emily Blunt possibly playing Sue Storm and Reed Richards? I know I keep saying Sue Storm. Susan Richards and Reed Richards. So what are your thoughts about that? Do you think it's going to happen? Kevin Feige, in Kevin Feige we trust, really. I hope he makes it happen. We never know. With the power of the internet and our voice, anything is possible, and I think it's going to happen. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and click on bell notifications so you all don't miss anything. And as always, I will see you all in the next comic panel.